Imagine you have just spent 45 minutes inside one of the largest retail stores in the world. You have a cart loaded with a 56-ounce jar of peanut butter, a 12-pack of paper towels, and approximately 14 other things you did not plan to buy. You head toward the exit, and there it is, a hot dog and a soda, $1.50, the same price it has been since 1985. Everything around it got more expensive. Groceries, gas, healthcare, and housing. The entire U.S. economy inflated its way through 4 decades. And Costco held the line at $1.50. So the question is not just why that hot dog costs what it costs. The question is, what does a hot dog that never changes price tell you about how one of the most powerful retailers on earth actually operates? Because the answer will change how you shop forever. To understand the hot dog, you have to go back to 1983. That is when Costco opened its first warehouse location in Seattle, Washington. The concept was radical for its time. No elaborate store design, no sales staff, no coupons, and no weekly flyers. Just enormous quantities of products, sold at thin margins to members who paid an annual fee for the privilege of shopping there. The food court came shortly after. And from almost the beginning, the hot dog and soda combo was priced at $1.50. Now, by 1985, that price was already extremely cheap. By 2026, having survived 4 decades of inflation, 2 recessions, a global pandemic, a supply chain collapse, and the highest food inflation in a generation, it is almost economically impossible. Costco's co-founder Jim Sinegal was famously direct when his executives pushed to raise the price. According to widely reported accounts, his response was unambiguous. If you raise the price of the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Which raises the obvious question. If selling a hot dog at $1.50 in 2026 means selling it at a loss, why would a company worth hundreds of billions of dollars choose to absorb that loss year after year, decade after decade? The answer involves one of the most powerful concepts in retail economics. Economists and retail strategists call it a loss leader. A loss leader is a product sold at or below cost, sometimes at a genuine loss, with the specific strategic purpose of attracting customers and changing their behavior. You have seen this strategy before, even if you did not recognize it. The cheap rotisserie chicken at the back of the supermarket, the discounted printer that requires expensive ink cartridges, and the free mobile game that sells virtual currency. All loss leaders, all designed to get you through the door or keep you engaged, so you spend money on something else. But here is what makes Costco's hot dog different from every other loss leader in retail history. Most companies use loss leaders as a short-term tactic, a promotion, a seasonal offer, and a limited-time deal to move traffic on a slow Tuesday. Costco turned a loss leader into a 40-year institutional commitment. And by doing that, they turned it into something far more powerful than a cheap lunch. They turned it into a trust signal. Every time a Costco member walks past that food court and sees $1.50, they receive a subconscious economic message. This company is on your side. And that message, repeated over decades, is worth far more than whatever Costco loses on each hot dog sold. But commitment alone does not explain how Costco keeps the price at $1.50. Willpower is not an economic strategy. So, how, practically, does a company absorb 4 decades of inflation on a single product? The answer is vertical integration, and it is one of the most powerful tools any business can deploy. In 2008, as food costs were rising and Costco was coming under pressure to finally raise the hot dog price, the company made an unusual decision. Instead of raising the price, they bought a hot dog factory. Costco built its own meat processing facility in Los Angeles, taking direct control of the production of its Kirkland signature hot dogs. By eliminating the margin paid to an external supplier, by controlling quality standards, by optimizing production volume for their own network of warehouses, Costco engineered a cost structure that outside suppliers simply could not match. This is vertical integration in its purest form. When you own the process, you control the cost. When you control the cost, you control the price. And when you control the price for 40 years, you build something money cannot buy on its own. You build a reputation. Think about what that means for a membership business, because that is where this story gets genuinely interesting. Here is the single most important fact about Costco that most shoppers do not know. Costco is not primarily in the business of selling you products. Costco is in the business of selling you membership. The products, the peanut butter, the paper towels, the rotisserie chicken, the hot dog, are the mechanism by which Costco convinces you that the membership is worth paying for every year. And the data behind this is striking. Costco's markup on most products is capped at approximately 14%. For context, a typical U.S. grocery store marks up products between 25 and 50%. Costco sells cheaper, makes less margin per product, and yet generates billions in profit annually. How? Because the membership fee is nearly pure profit. When you pay your annual Costco membership fee, that money goes almost directly to the bottom line. The products subsidize the membership pitch. The membership fee funds the operation. This is a fundamentally different business model from every other major retailer in America. And the hot dog is not a side note to that model. The hot dog is the model in its most concentrated form. When a member walks through those warehouse doors, sees the $1.50 hot dog, does their shopping, and leaves satisfied, Costco has done its job, because that member is almost certainly going to renew their membership next year. And Costco's membership renewal rate consistently sits above 90%. That is not customer satisfaction. That is customer lock-in, built on 4 decades of a single price point. So what does a $1.50 hot dog actually teach us about how the modern retail economy works? It teaches us that price is never just a number. Price is a message. A $1.50 hot dog in 2026 says, "We have not forgotten who we are here for." A rotisserie chicken sold below cost at the back of a store says, "Walk past everything else to reach me." A free app with expensive in-app purchases says, "The real price comes later." Every strategic price in every retail environment is communicating something. The shoppers who understand what those prices are actually saying spend less. The shoppers who take them at face value spend more. And that gap between what things cost and what they signal is exactly what this channel exists to close. Now, here is what understanding Costco's business model actually means for how you shop there. First, Costco's 14% markup cap means almost everything in the warehouse is genuinely cheaper than a standard grocery store. Not just the hot dog, but the categories where the gap is largest are kitchen staples, bulk pantry items, and household supplies. These categories are where your membership fee pays for itself fastest. Second, Kirkland's Signature, Costco's private label, is manufactured by many of the same producers behind major national brands. Kirkland coffee is widely reported to be roasted by Starbucks. Kirkland olive oil meets the same certification standards as premium imported brands. Choosing Kirkland over national brand equivalents is one of the highest leverage savings decisions available to a Costco member. Third, Costco's return policy is among the most generous in retail, and it is not accidental. A generous return policy reduces the perceived risk of a bulk purchase. It is designed to make you buy more confidently. Use it strategically, but understand it is a tool built to increase your spending, not reduce it. Fourth, the food court is not just cheap food. Strategically, the Costco food court exists to extend your visit and increase your total spend. Enjoy the hot dog. Be aware of why it is there. Fifth, your membership fee is the most important purchase you make at Costco. At the basic membership level, buying just 4 or 5 Kirkland staple products per month typically covers the annual fee entirely within 2 to 3 months. The math works, but only if you understand what Costco is actually selling you. The $1.50 hot dog is not a mystery. It is a business strategy, one of the most elegant and effective ones in modern retail history. And once you see it, you start seeing the same logic everywhere. in the rotisserie chicken at the back of the supermarket, in the free shipping threshold that makes you spend just a little more, in the price that has not changed in 40 years because changing it would cost far more than keeping it. Next week, we are decoding something that most people accept as real every November without ever questioning it: Black Friday. The data is going to surprise you. If you want the research delivered to your inbox before it goes live, the newsletter link is in the description. And if this changed how you look at your Costco membership, subscribe, because there is a lot more to decode.